You know, when it comes to buying insurance, you want to work with a very reputable company, a company that's been around for a long, long time, and one you probably recognize a lot of the names and faces. Well, today on the show, we're here at Beacon Insurance Services on Howard Avenue in Biloxi, talking to Donna Langlanez and her son Matthew. How are y'all doing?
Very good. Happy to have you here.
Well, thank you so
Good to see
much.
you, Jim. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much. Now, I mean, y'all handle everything from automotive, homeowners, small and large, commercial property, liability insurance, life insurance, just anything that you can think of when it comes to the world of insurance. And tell us about a lot of the different insurance services y'all provide, Donna.
Well, we can, if you have something you need insured, we can insure it. We have done oil wells, racehorses, but basically we do homeowners, commercial businesses. We do a lot of bonding, guardianship bonds, any type of court bond that's needed. And we also do a lot of homeowners and automobile.
Well, your late husband started this business back 2002?
Correct.
Louis Langlanez.
Louis.
I mean, that name is synonymous with great service when it comes to insurance, because he did that for a long, long time. I know that.
That was his demand. You have to give service.
That's true.
You have to give good service.
So, but you've here you are 16 years later.
Right.
I'm sure y'all were very busy, especially around when it comes storm time or pre-storm time, and through Hurricane Katrina. Tell us a little bit about that experience with Katrina.
That was an experience. You nail on the head. That was a terrible experience for everybody here on the Gulf Coast. Of course, with no electricity and no water, everybody was having such a tough time. But we were able to make it down here 2 days after the storm. Of course, we didn't have any electricity, but we set up a table out here on the sidewalk.
Wow.
And I had what I called my hurricane box, and everybody made fun of me, but I had a hurricane box, and I kept copies of every policy we wrote in that hurricane box.
How many claims do you think you wrote?
We never really kept count of what claims, how many there were, but so many times it would be someone's home plus their house plus their business. So I'm sure it was well over 1,000.
Well, I mean, one of the big things with Beacon is that is your commitment to your policy holders in every different way.
Absolutely. They had paid us their hard-earned money for their insurance, and now it was time for us to perform for them, to get their claims paid and take care of them.
Well, you and your husband built a really great company here. He passed away in 2012, and you've continued on, of course, with Matthew at your side now.
I'm so happy to have Matthew. I asked him about a year after Louis died if he would be interested in coming on over here, and he was thrilled to do it, and he has been everything, just been my rock.
Definitely, definitely. And so I'm going to ask him, talk to him just a little bit and let you sit there and smile.
Okay, thank you.
Matthew, you pride yourself, the company prides itself on the services that it gives to customers. If somebody wants to come in here, let's say they have insurance somewhere else, they want to come in here and get an evaluation of that, can they do that at no charge and see how you can maybe do better for them?
Absolutely. We review contracts on a daily basis, and what we find that they either have inappropriate coverage or they have coverage that doesn't match their needs. So what we do, we'll look at it, and if we can write a better contract, we will definitely do that, and most of the time at a better price. Now, if you have a very good policy, I'm going to tell you to stay right there, because I have to sleep at night. I don't want to take you away from something that's good for you. So we pride ourselves in being very honest with our customers. And with the environment of today, you have a lot of changes in the marketplace. So if you have an old insurance contract, do yourself a favor and please let us quote it. Let me explain it. If your agent hasn't explained anything to you, I would love to. Yeah, I would love to earn your trust.
Because it changes. I mean, you could go up. Your premiums may have went up over a series of years.
Your deductibles could be extremely
and totally unnecessary.
Totally unnecessary. Correct.
So, that's awesome.
Yes.
Well, we want to meet your business manager and chief operations officer right now. So let's go talk to him here at Beacon Insurance in Biloxi. Royal, how are you doing?
Good, Jim. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, you're a retired naval officer. 24 years you spent in the Navy.
Yes, sir.
And now you're in the insurance field. How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this. Well, I retired from the Navy in 2014, and Biloxi is my native town. I left the Navy and went to Edward Jones Investments. Spent a couple of years there where I kind of learned life insurance. In fact, Matthew was a client of mine, and you know, the job just didn't fit me. So when I resigned back in 2017, I called Matthew, and Matthew said, "I've got an opportunity here for you." And
Well, it's
we've
like
been
a
together
good
ever since.
opportunity. I mean, again, the Langlanez family and everyone is well known here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and the services they provide. Y'all do everything, as I mentioned, for personal home and auto, small and large, commercial. What's the ratio of the business in that agents?
That's a good question, Jim. From a premium standpoint, we're about 60-40. That's 60% on our personal line side and 40% on our commercial side. We have over 1,700 homeowners policies in effect, close to 600 flood policies, and we've written and bound just north of 1,100 commercial policies this past year.
How many agents do you have on the staff?
We have 8 licensed agents on the staff, 5 on the personal line side and 3 on the commercial.
That's a lot of work for just 8 agents to handle.
It is, it is.
Now, how many people do you have actually shop here at Beacon Insurance on a monthly basis?
Yeah, that's a great question too. We've had a great year so far. We've averaged about 160 to 170 homeowners quotes per month. We're well north of 50 to 60 personal auto quotes a month, and we get at least 40 requests for commercial quotes a month. And we have a close ratio of north of about 35 to 40%.
What do you mean by close ratio?
It's a great question, Jim. Close ratio, simply put, is the amount of policies that we actually sell and bind as compared to the number of requests that we get for them. You know, and the close ratio of 40% is exceptional because as the industry standard is about 22, so we're about double that. And it's very good proof that our agents not only know how to shop our customers' markets, but they're explaining the policies to our clients as well.
And that's one of the major things, because there's so many different things when it comes to signing insurance, you know, whether it's business, commercial, or whatever, homeowners insurance, health insurance, that, you know, to a lot of us, it's Greek.
Yes.
That's why you've got great people like y'all to explain this is what that means.
Absolutely, Jim. You know, and we couldn't do it without the great staff of people that we have behind us here.
Well, that's wonderful. Matter of fact, we want to step back outside this beautiful shrimp boat blue building that you have here. You can't miss it, and meet your wonderful staff here.
Be a pleasure.
To you.
Good
Thank
talking to
so
you, sir.
much.
Thank you.
Matthew, introduce us to your great staff.
I would love to. We have the Purse Lines team, our senior account manager, Debbie Tyler, and her team. Miss Dareth Miller, Miss Corey Eady, Miss Jackie Rushing, Miss Samantha Langlanez, and Miss Jessica Lewis. Over here we have the Commercial Lines team, senior account manager, Carlene Morgan, Stacy Johnson, Shannon Langlanez, and Heath Warner. Our bookkeeping department's Miss Kim Langlanez.
All right, if you're looking for insurance, any needs, whether it's home, commercial, whatever, team that you can depend on, Beacon Insurance, Howard Avenue, Biloxi.